Blanche is 60 years old and she's finally doing something she's been putting off for a long time. She's sitting down and looking at her money. Not what she hopes she has, not what she should have by now, what she actually has. And there it is in black and white. Almost nothing saved for retirement. No big 401k, no investment account quietly growing in the background, no secret stash of money somewhere, no rich relatives, nothing. And Blanche's first thought is my life is all jacked up. Because haven't we all heard it? Start investing in your 20s. Let compound interest work for 30 years. Put your money in a 401k. Max out your Roth IRA. Blanche knows all of this now. The problem is nobody told her about this in her past, or she didn't take the time to research it and investigate it. But Blanche can't go back to age 25 or 35 or even 50. She's 60 years old now. So the question isn't, what should Blanche have done? That ship has sailed. The question is, what can Blanche do now? And that's what she's trying to figure out. Blanche's first instinct is to start looking at investing because that's what everyone talks about, right? Roth IRAs, index funds, ETFs, 401ks. But about 5 minutes into all of that, Blanche has another question. Invest what? Because there's a pretty big step between I need to start investing and actually having money to invest. So before Blanche starts picking investments, she needs to know exactly what she's working with. How much money comes in every month? Then how much money goes out? Rent or mortgage, utilities, food, car payment, insurance, subscriptions, all of it. Then comes the part Blanche would probably rather skip. Debt. Anything she owes that's taking money out of her pocket every month. Next, what does she already have? Money in checking? Money in savings? Maybe an old retirement account from a job years ago that she hasn't looked at in forever? Whatever is there, she needs to know about it. Because right now, Blanche isn't trying to make the numbers look good. She's just trying to find out what the numbers actually are. Now, Blanche knows about Social Security. Of course she does. But how much will she actually get? And when should she take it? Those are two very different questions. So instead of guessing, Blanche needs to look at her actual Social Security record and estimated benefits. And this matters because Blanche is 60 years old. For someone born in 1960 or later, Social Security currently considers age 67 the full retirement age. So she can generally start retirement benefits as early as 62. But taking them before full retirement age means a lower monthly benefit. And here's where Blanche gets a little bit of good news. Yes, starting at 60 is late. There's no getting around that. She doesn't have 30 years or 40 years to let her investments grow before retirement. But late is better than never. Blanche can still save. She can still invest. She can work on getting out of debt. She can look at where her money is going. She can think differently about when she retires. And she can learn how Social Security fits into the picture. She can't change the years behind her, but she can absolutely start making different decisions with the years in front of her. Here's something Blanche may not know. Being 60 does not prevent her from contributing to a retirement account. In fact, retirement account rules actually allow people over 50 to make additional catch-up contributions. For 2026, the IRA contribution limit is $7,500. And because Blanche is over 50, there's an additional 1,100 catch-up contribution. That means someone her age who is eligible could potentially contribute as much as $8,600 to an IRA in 2026. Now Blanche looks at that $8,600 and thinks, that's nice, but where am I supposed to get $8,600? Fair question, because Blanche isn't sitting on an extra $8,600. If she were, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation. But that's not really the point. The point is that Blanche hasn't missed some imaginary deadline that says people over 60 are not allowed to start. She can start. The question is, how much can she realistically start with? And that's what she needs to figure out. She doesn't need 5 investment apps. She doesn't need to start picking stocks. And she definitely doesn't need somebody on the internet telling her about the next investment that's supposedly going to make her rich. Right now, Blanche needs information. Her information. What comes in? What goes out? What does she owe? What does she already have? What does her Social Security estimate look like? Those numbers give Blanche her starting point, not somebody else's starting point, hers. And when Blanche finally gets all those numbers in front of her, there's one number she's particularly interested in. What's left? Because Blanche can understand that she needs to save. She can understand that she probably needs to invest. She can understand that retirement is getting closer. But there's still one little problem. After the bills are paid, there isn't much left. And Blanche looks at that number and asks the question a whole lot of people are probably asking. Okay, what am I supposed to save when there's no money left? That's what Blanche has to figure out next.